welcome to Between the Ropes, your Saturday show where we get into everything SmackDown related. It's the SmackDown review. Woo! And as you see, the man, the myth, the legend, my tag team partner, Jeff Huffman is joining us once again today. What's going on, man?
Not much. How about you?
I am just loving all the new high quality shit I got going on with the channel. Look at new backgrounds and graphics.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
It does. I'm trying to edit and stuff, and that's not going well because I'm borderline retarded. But it happens. You buy a $50 friggin' software and you can't use it. That's basically my story today. It's been aggravating. Aggravating. But you know what was not aggravating? SmackDown.
Oh,
that was a question. That wasn't rhetorical.
Okay.
That was an actual question that I was looking for an answer. But it's okay. The answer is SmackDown. SmackDown was not irritating. SmackDown was quite good, actually. Did you get a chance to view the Friday Night Delight this week?
I did view the Friday Night Delight, and it was a delight.
It was pretty good.
I don't know. I was going somewhere else with that.
I have no idea where you were going. But that's okay. See, you don't really need to say a lot because you're just the eye candy for the show. You're what brings in the ladies. I drive away,
like all one of them right now.
Yeah, basically.
Confirmed. Confirmed one.
Confirmed one. Yes, that's absolutely true. One for sure. So let's go ahead and jump right into SmackDown, shall we? Kicked off the show.
Let's do it.
This was the show that Vince McMahon came out in the middle of while it actually happened and berated the fans. I did a video on it earlier in the week, which I find odd because the show was quite good, and at least from the editing, it seemed like the audience wasn't terrible, but the editing was oofa.
Yeah. Was this before or after the ridiculous triple threat match?
I'm going to assume before.
And I mean ridiculous in a good way.
Yeah, in the best possible way. We'll get into that in a second. My God. So let's start at the beginning. Chris Jericho kicks off SmackDown. He gets a good pop. I mean, here's the thing with SmackDown. You don't know if it's edited pops or real pops because the editing is so blatant. But Jericho comes out. He hasn't been on a show in a while. He looks like Jericho. More tattoos on his arm. Jericho is becoming the Illustrated Man.
Yep.
Yeah, he's doing a highlight reel, which I'm like, why? But brings out Stephanie, Triple H.
Whatever.
They have their always the same back and forth and blah, blah, blah. Not too special, but it wasn't terrible. I mean, it wasn't a bad segment.
It was kind of meh.
It was meh. It was Merico. Merico. Welcome to SmackDown, baby! Fucking Jericho. I like Jericho, too. That's the thing, but I'm just like...
I do, too.
It's time to go away.
Or do something relevant.
Yeah. I mean, his win-loss record is not good lately.
and Fozzy doesn't really count.
No, because it's horrible. I mean, I don't want to say anything bad about a band that's been around for like basically 20 fucking years, and a lot of people love them, but goddamn, Fozzy sucks, man. They really.
I'll admit, I'll listen to Sandpaper every now and again, but that's only for the fact because the lead singer of Avenged Sevenfold is a part of it.
Yeah. Yep.
And Shadows.
Yeah, because that is, it doesn't do it for me, man. I'm just like, oh my God. It's really Chris too. It's his voice. It's just not good. I feel bad because I actually knew Chris when I was a kid. Like I had dinner with him like twice, so I guess that
Did you really?
Yeah. Back in the WCW days, my mom worked at Excalibur, a hotel in Las Vegas. She worked in a little coffee shop called the Sherwood Forest, which was directly below the Nitro Grill. So about 2 times a month, wrestlers would just be coming in and out of there, and we got to know Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit quite well as DDP. And
cool.
Had dinner with them a few times. It was pretty neat. I was like 15, 16, something like that.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool.
Nice.
They were nice guys, and my mom, who is the devil, basically, she is like evil incarnate. She is, it's true. But back in the day, she was a cocktail waitress, you know. And I don't know if you know anything about Las Vegas hotels, but let's just say they focus on the boobs, and wrestlers like boobs. So that's how I got to start talking to wrestlers. Thanks, Mom. You devil. Yeah. So there's my Jericho Benoit story.
Nice.
So, so Jericho comes out, they do their thing, and it wasn't all that.
Wasn't special.
No, it really didn't seem to enhance anything. That's the thing. It just seemed like a wasted segment.
It was just filler. That's all it was.
Filler to jump off the show. I mean, Triple H didn't really get into much that was can't miss. It was just kind of weird.
Yeah.
So then there was some other like little announcements and stuff and blah. And then Bray Wyatt comes out and he has a squash match with Sin Cara.
He's alive.
Yeah, he is. He's alive.
Or Unico.
Yeah, Unico. Yeah, with his giant shoulder tattoo that we somehow we were all supposed to ignore was there. Yeah, Wyatt squashed him, and then he cuts another really, really creepy and solid promo with Ambrose. And this whole thing, it feels like it's been building a lot longer than it has because the promo work has been pretty damn good.
You got two guys who are real good on the mic.
Yeah, well, a lot of people were concerned that the build wasn't going to be long enough. I'm just kind of ready to see these two rip it up, you know?
Yeah.
At this point. And they had a few things that happened during the show that they ran into each other a couple times. Ambrose not really saying much, just his reacting, his facial expressions and all of that was really good. And then that Sister Abigail into the concrete.
That was good.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. So next up, we had Goldust Stardust facing Adam Rose and the Bunny. Woo!
Yay!
I like Adam Rose in this new sort of going dark side heelish thing.
Yeah, he needs to lay off the eyeliner a little bit. Just a little bit.
Reminds me of that scene in Semi-Pro. You know, the fucking eyeliner. They're on fire. Yeah, they're flaming all right. Look at my eyes. Don't look at my eyes. Oh, I feel like I got cat piss in my eyes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
He does have a lot of eyeliner. It's true. But I like him a lot. And when he kind of turns this aggressive shit in the ring, he's really, really good. And his work down in NXT was really solid, too. I like where they're going with the Bunny. I wonder who it's going to be, because obviously it's not going to be who I thought it was, who it was supposed to be. That was Darren Young.
No.
That's who it was supposed to be. When they were doing the whole Slater Gator thing, yeah, that's what it was reported. That's how they were going to bring Darren Young back. But then for some reason, Slater and Gator aren't even together no more, and they dropped the whole storyline. So I don't know.
Speaking of dropping storylines, probably get into it in a little bit. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods.
Yeah, and Big E as well. All three of them in there.
Oh, did they make a promo for Big E too? Because if they have, I haven't seen. Okay.
Yeah, his should be coming on Monday. But yeah, so Golden Stardust win the match because Bunny gets overzealous and tries to stay in the match a little bit too long. Adam Rose hits the party foul on the Bunny afterwards, and we have more tension between Adam Rose and the Bunny. I say go full dark side with Adam Rose. Yep. Let him keep doing the party thing because it's entertaining, but just be a dick.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking.
So who do you think is the Bunny? Who do you think's in the Bunny?
Well, who's actually playing him? It's been on a weekly basis. It's either been Justin Gabriel, or
that's what I thought.
Yeah, Sami Zayn has also played him a few times. Who's going to be revealed as the Bunny? Shit, I have no idea. It could be a way to bring in an NXT guy like Sami Zayn. I mean,
yeah,
that could happen. That makes more sense than. I mean, what else could they do? Randy Orton? That's how they bring him back? He's in the bunny costume?
Randy Orton's prancing around like a bunny.
Michael, Randy's been pulling double duty the whole time, Michael. He's the bunny, Michael.
I can just picture Orton right now just jumping around the ring, and
just
it's actually pretty hysterical.
It would be, I guarantee nobody in creative has thought of that. You're welcome, creative. Oh my God. Then we get the announcement for Ryback and Kane, blah, blah, blah. Dolph Ziggler, oh yeah, here it is. Dolph Ziggler defends his Intercontinental title right after a good little promo with him against Tyson Kidd and Cesaro in an Elimination Championship match. Fuck. Go ahead, man. Tell me what you think of this match. I want to hear from you first. What did you think?
It was absolutely incredible. Yeah. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it was. It truly. I saw moves in this that I like I said earlier on the little video I did earlier. I saw moves in this match that either I have not seen before, or I haven't seen in so long that they're relevant again. What a friggin' amazing match these three guys put on. I mean, they really did. It's just the things they were capable of doing together, and you wouldn't think that they would, because Tyson Kidd just got thrown into the mix.
Yeah.
They're like, here you go, Tyson, tear it up. And he did. He took the ball. That is the absolute definition of taking the most, making the most out of your opportunity.
Yeah, and he wasn't even the first. He wasn't the first fall like everybody expected.
No, it was once again Cesaro, the buried man. I hate using that term because I feel people throw it around too much, but I think now we can say Cesaro is being buried. It's bizarre. What do you make of that? What do you make of Cesaro going up and down? What do you think? What's the reasoning for it? Do you have any insight on that?
It seriously makes me believe that this seems like a monthly thing. Like 1 month he'll go up, 1 month he'll go down. Yeah. It seems like different people are in control of him every certain amount of time. One person loves him, the other person just wishes he would rot and die.
And that fits with what the belief is about the chaos behind the scenes in creative. So, I mean, that would make sense. I don't have a better explanation. I mean, if any of you guys out there have a better explanation, please comment, because, God, Cesaro is good. Really good. And, this match was particularly entertaining, and I think this has to be a little bit of a, fuck you to the European crowd, because apparently earlier in the tour, Cesaro and Ziggler got booed and actually had shit thrown at them during a match. But that was in Ireland, and they could have been drunk, so who knows? Is that a stereotype? You bet your fucking ass it is. Is it true? Probably. So don't hate on me too hard. What do you want? So, yeah, it had good length. It had great spots. The chain wrestling was amazing. There was just nothing bad about this match. I could have maybe it could have went another 10 minutes, but other than that, it was solid. The crowd was into it.
The sunset flips, powerbomb, and the superplex was
sick.
Fantastic.
I've never seen that move done before. I've seen the powerbomb suplex combo, but I've never seen a guy go over the top guy and down onto the bottom and sunset flip like that. That was impressive.
Yeah.
How many guys could have done that move like that other than Tyson Kidd? I mean, let's talk about Tyson Kidd for a moment. Let's talk about how this guy has right now, his stock has to be going up within the WWE.
Oh, yeah.
Has to be. And does it help that he looks like a dick? Yes, because he does look like a dick.
Yep.
He really looks like an asshole.
He really does.
And effortlessly. He just looks like an asshole. Just, hey, wakes up in the morning, fuck you. Goes to sleep at night, eat shit. Eating dinner, goes fuck yourself. That's just kind of what you get when you're thinking of Tyson Kidd. He seems like a cock. But what are you going to do? So I'm impressed with that. I was impressed with all three of them. I hope that we see more of it. I hope that after Survivor Series, we see more Tyson Kidd in the title picture.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's going to be the case because Luke Harper kind of looks like he's been targeting Ziggler.
Yeah.
I don't know. The next match on the card, which, God, you kind of feel bad for the Divas having to follow that shit. was Natalya and Layla, which was actually not terrible.
No, it wasn't.
It was not bad, and that's the second time
Layla
actually
didn't look horrible.
No.
Layla didn't look horrible.
No. I mean, she always looks great, but I mean, yeah, in the ring, she...
the in-ring ability.
Yeah, is questionable at best, to say the least. But yeah, she looked good. She looked aggressive, and that's to say, I'm wondering if something happened backstage where they had a sit-down meeting, because that's the second time this week that 4 people that you wouldn't expect to have a match of good quality had a really good quality match. On Raw, the same thing happened. You had one person that you know can deliver a great match in Paige, and then someone in Alicia, you're just kind of like, meh. And
who has been doing a lot better.
She has, to be fair, she has. But they tore the fucking house down on Raw, and that was the best Divas match I've seen in months. Title matches be damned. That was the best Divas match I've seen in months. And then it happened again on SmackDown, where we know how good Natalya is, but Layla has just been kind of weird and hasn't really done much. And they put on a really solid... It wasn't as good as the match on Raw, but it was pretty fucking solid.
It was decent.
Yeah, it was not bad.
No complaints, really.
No complaints, other than, it's a Divas match. It's like,
and it's not AJ or Paige.
No, yeah, I agree with that. Speaking of AJ, how'd you like the AJ story I did earlier in the week? Me and Dave, did you like that one?
I did. Yeah. I did.
I figured you'd like the picture. I did that for you.
Thank you.
You're my buddy. I got to look out for you.
Thank you.
The main event was next, and Kane and Ryback was the main event. So, before we get into the match, what do we make of Ryback being thrust right? It seems like they're just skyrocketing this guy. They're making him basically the focal point of Survivor Series. They're putting him in main event matches. The ending was him and Triple H staring each other down like. And I got a theory on that we'll talk about when we're done with this match. But what do you make of this? What do you think is the deal with Ryback? Are they sold on him?
I think that's pretty much it. I think they're completely sold on him because when he first came up, when was it? 2012?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, late 2012. He wasn't the best in the ring, but he could move real well. And it seems like over this time this 2-year span, he's polished what he's doing.
I'm glad you said that because I wanted to bring that up as well. I feel his in-ring work has improved tenfold from where it was before he got hurt. Mm-hmm. He looks way better. He had a good match with Kane, which is hard to fucking do because Kane is basically
with Kane nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, Kane was great once, but now he's the rotting corpse that used to be Kane, and he's decaying before our fucking eyes. I mean, this man is just... And he's in the main event every week in SmackDown. And I find that weird, but I guess it's just because he's a reliable veteran, and he still has good ring psychology, and I guess his size still... I guess I'm answering my own fucking question, really.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I do, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, Ryback had a really good match with him. Hard-hitting. Ryback just looks good. He looks... I like Ryback. I've always been a big Ryback fan.
I did, too, when he first came up.
Yeah, I didn't like that Skip Sheffield bullshit he was doing.
Oh, yeah, where they had him as a redneck?
Yeah, as just a big fucking... Yup. What did he say? What it do or some shit?
What it do? Yeah, something like that. I'm when he first said... He first said that, I'm like, I started laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't know what the ceiling is for Ryback. I don't know how far they can take him with this gimmick. I have no idea. But you know what? Let's find out. Fuck it. Let's go through the rabbit hole. Let's see what he's got. Because let me tell you, of all the people on the roster, if you need a guy for WrestleMania, for Lesnar, if he's still the champion, which all signs point that he will be, and there's nobody else. You can't get The Rock back. You can't get CM Punk in there. No one was going to want to see Cena again. Mm-hmm. And there's no other credible guy. Ryback has the look to be credible, and the way they're building him now, I'd actually be
I'd actually be very interested in seeing that.
I would pay to see it. The way they're building Ryback now and the way he looks now, he looks like he's got his confidence back. I would pay to see that match. Him and Lesnar would sell WrestleMania for me. And I know a lot of people out there are probably going to be like, you're fucking nuts. Think about it for a moment. These two are monsters. These two are monsters. And I think it could be a really good match. But more likely, I have a theory of what's going to happen. Would you like to hear the theory?
Go for it.
All right. Check this out. So all this talk has been about The Rock not being able to go at WrestleMania because of his movie stuff. And it really seems like if it's true that Stephanie is pregnant again and the Authority is going to lose at Survivor Series, eventually before WrestleMania there's going to be a power struggle between Vince McMahon and Triple H. All of this is kind of accepted. Most people believe this is what's going to happen, and I'm one of them. Triple H will defend himself. He'll be his own champion going into WrestleMania versus a champion of Vince McMahon's choosing. I thought for certain that since The Rock can't be in there, it was going to be Austin because Austin has said that he was training for a comeback and all of this. Based off what they did at the end of SmackDown, why not Ryback? Why not Vince choosing Ryback to take WrestleMania to be his champion and take on Triple H?
Yeah.
At WrestleMania. I mean, it seems like they're going out of their way to tease certain things, which is kind of smart to cover your bases. Or maybe they're going to give us that match at the Royal Rumble. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I like it. I wouldn't completely deny that from happening.
Because we know we're going to get Triple H in
there's
the ring.
Yes, Triple H will definitely be in the ring. But there's so many factors, Daniel Bryan. You don't know what's going to be up with him, if he's coming back or not. I mean, you don't really know what's going to happen until.
I'm writing off Daniel Bryan completely. As far as I'm concerned, Daniel Bryan's retired. Until I hear otherwise, D-Bry is not a wrestler. It's just like neck and elbow shit. I just don't see him coming back. I really don't. I hope I'm wrong.
No, I do too. I love Daniel Bryan.
Who doesn't? I mean, he's great. He's fantastic. I guess Roman Reigns coming back could be a factor, but from what I read today, and this is a little bit of a breaking news situation, apparently backstage news is Roman Reigns is going to be brought back and thrust right into a program with Rusev, which I thought was going to be Ryback going with Rusev. But if now they've decided to put Roman Reigns in the program, Rusev, isn't that a step down from where Reigns was when he left? Because it looked like he was main event trajectory, and now they're like, you know what, we're going to put you in there with Rusev instead. That's interesting to me. So it's possible they just switched Rusev and Ryback. Not Rusev, Ryback and Reigns. Yeah. So,
maybe Reigns could maybe pull a Ryback, have some time off and just come back, and his in-ring ability is just, hands down better than what it was.
Well, I'm hoping that's the case. I know he's taking acting lessons right now, and that's great. He is. He's actually taking fucking acting lessons. He needs them because he is horrible. But I'm hoping, it's not even that he's bad in the ring. They tried to make him Cena.
He's not. Yeah. Yeah, he's not horrendous in the ring.
No, but they limited his movesets like they do with most wrestlers. And they're like, we want the pops, we want you to be Cena. And that's not going to work. We don't want another Cena. Nobody wants another Cena.
No. Which I don't get why they limit these guys 4 or 5 moves. Wouldn't you think it'd be more exciting to watch knowing that every guy has a couple moves that could end a match?
Yeah. Well,
and they hit him. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, that was pretty much it.
From the WWE standpoint, they limit people's moves because they're trying to maximize. If they don't feel that a guy could, if they don't peg a guy as a technician, as a ring general, as a master, what they try to do is limit their moves, water them down so they get the most pop and the most eyeballs on them during their matches. So that's what they've done with these guys, and it also limits injury. It limits the possibility of someone getting hurt if you keep them to a smaller moveset. That's what they've tried to do with Cena. Cena goes off script and does Cena does more high-risk maneuvers than people give him credit for. He's got that off-the-top ropes famouser, which he fucking hurt himself doing a few years back. He's got a few
Which
moves.
I have seen him win a match with that.
Yeah. We see the horrible Cena Kanrana, his horrible version of the Huna Karana. But, I mean, I don't know.
I just like to see him try. I love seeing him try it because it's something different and you don't expect it.
It's funny. And he does it from a standing position, which you only see usually the smallest guys doing it. He doesn't run and do it. He just jumps up and fucking puts those Nikki loving thighs over your fucking head and flips you over onto your fucking ass. And it looks so awkward.
Yeah.
It looks so awkward because John...
Didn't Luke Harper do one too?
Yeah, he did. He did. Harper is an athlete. That's an athlete right there.
Yeah.
That's a big mammer jammer.
He doesn't look like it, but
yeah. No, he looks like a fucking homeless guy, and that's what's great about him. I loved what they did with him on Raw, by the way. They're beating up Ziggler, throwing down Stephanie screaming like that. All the little things there I loved. And then I'm a team player. I loved it. I was like, yes.
That was good.
And he looks like a monster, man. And they got that going with him. And then Rowan, they have some weird stalker rapist thing going on.
I don't know what that is.
She's not here.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, hey, let's make him a rapist.
I mean, that's something different.
Yeah. Rowan, ginger rapist, coming to you. Fuck. It's weird, man. I don't know. That's a strange one. I don't know what they're going to do with him. But, I mean, he's a monster, too, but he's nowhere near as good in the ring as Harper is.
No, he could be like some giant stooge for somebody.
Yeah, like what was it? Luke Gallows. No, was it Luke Gallows? Who played
Luke Gallows? He was Festus.
He played the Mongoloid. Yeah. The Mongoloid, man, where you ring the bell and he fucking went ape shit. Jesse and Festus. That was their names, right? It was Jesse and Festus?
Jesse and Festus. Their in-ring music was like biscuits and gravy or something.
That's right. That's right. And then Luke Gallows became part of the Straight Edge Society and all that stuff. Now he's in TNA. I don't know. People are
Is he?
Yeah. Or at least he was for a while, and everybody's like, see, Luke Gallows can be amazing. And then I watched Luke Gallows on TNA. I'm like, are you serious? Seriously?
Nah.
Serious? I know the Punk loves him. I mean, I know Punk has brought him up a few times in shoot interviews talking about that he has all this greatness in him. But since I brought up TNA real quick, I want to talk about him just for a moment. I have given TNA chance after chance after chance to impress me because I feel like I'm too hard on TNA. So I watched the
You could say I am too, but I don't watch it. I watch it like 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, fool me once, shame on me type of deal, or shame on you type of deal. I get you. But, I tried to watch it again, and from what I was told, all the spoilers and stuff said that this week's Impact was supposed to be very good. I watched it, and once again, it was fucking shit. It was fucking shit. Horrible. It's not entertaining. I watched the fucking Divas, or the Knockouts match because that was one thing I really wanted to compare. I was like, okay, these are, at least one of them, Madison Rayne was in it, who's one of their top knockouts over there.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I heard that's like the one thing they have on WWE.
That's what I thought. And maybe that was the case when they had the 4-sided ring. These chicks cannot fucking work in the 6-sided ring. I don't know if the guys have convinced everybody.
Why'd they bring that garbage back?
Because the fans called for it. And when Hogan left, they were like, okay, because Hogan was against it, and Hogan made him go away from it. But as soon as Hogan left, basically they brought it back. And it's added nothing to the product. It really hasn't. It's gimmicky. It doesn't do much. Maybe bring it back one night a year. But it certainly doesn't need to be all the time because it has fucked your Knockouts division to shit. These girls cannot work in a 6-sided ring. At least that match, they fucking couldn't. It was shit. It was horrible, and it pissed me off because I have to hear all the shit about how the Knockouts division is so fucking superior to the Divas division. And let me tell you, the Divas division sucks, and the Knockouts aren't that much better, if at all. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. God. They have all this emphasis on tag team wrestling over there, and I don't think it's that good. I'm trying not
and WWE's tag team division has picked up in recent memory.
It has. Hey, fucking Rose and Bunny for tag team champions. Woo! I don't want to be hard on TNA, but I have to be because the product's fucking shit. And let me tell you, they got something to be worried about. 2 words. Lucha Underground. Watch that shit.
Yeah, I heard about that stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't John Morrison in that?
John Morrison is down there. Yes, he is. Along with a lot of other great wrestlers.
I'm probably gonna have to look at that then.
Let me tell you, man, Robert Rodriguez, the director, he's part of it, and so is Mark Burnett. They both produce. They're like executive producers. These are two. This is a heavyweight in Hollywood and a heavyweight in television teaming together to bring a product. Let me tell you, you know what it looks like? And I was talking to Dave Rose about this. It looks like you take away the NWO shit from the best days of WCW and just all the in-ring action and the way it was filmed and looked, and non-NWO stuff, just regular WCW action. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. And it's done beautifully. It's gritty. The promos are not overly dramatized. The matches are worked well. They're paced well. It's got a good setting. Lucha Underground, and I was against it. I was talking shit earlier a few weeks ago about Lucha Underground. Now that I've watched it, let me tell you, that show could be something. TNA's got issues.
Now who else is in that?
Oh God. Fucking hold on. I want to be accurate here.
Cuz I saw a glimpse of it a couple days ago.
I want to be accurate.
I saw John Morrison, and that was.
Let me bring up
that was it.
Lucha Underground roster because I definitely want to be accurate on this.
Yeah, where can I find that?
I'm about to. Oh, Lucha Underground. I
yeah.
sent you. There's a few websites. I'll send you a website when we're done.
Okay.
I don't want to say, hey, look, no, but I'll send it to you as soon as we're done. Lucha Underground.
Yeah. So as you're looking for that, the Ryback Kane match was okay.
Yeah, it was. It was definitely entertaining. The Lucha Underground shit, it's on the El Rey network, which is kind of cool. Which now that makes sense that it has to do with Robert Rodriguez because he owns that fucking thing. So, okay, we got B-Boy. I'm trying to see names that I know because I've heard there's.
Well, here I can look it up in the background. You're the one that does most of the talking.
I know, right? I killed the show because I'm retarded.
Yeah, here I'll look for it.
I've got the roster in front of me. It's not names aren't jumping off at me. But honestly, it didn't matter what I watched. The guys, a lot of the guys that I watched in the ring, they weren't recognizable, but the matches were good. I don't need big names. I don't need huge names. Yeah, you're the fucking news guy, dude, aren't you? That's like your whole role in life.
That's for hockey.
Yeah, but still, I mean, news guy in one thing, news guy everywhere. No, I would never do that to you. It's okay. You're more than a newsman to me. You're my tag team partner, man. We're taking over the world.
Chavo Guerrero?
Yeah, Chavo's down there, yeah. Yeah, that's right. But that is something that TNA has to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if...
Matt Stryker?
Yeah, Matt Stryker, the carbon footprint.
Ezekiel Jackson.
Ooh, Zeke's down there, huh? There's a couple big boys down there. There's a few names. But it seems like that they just do the grittier storylines, the more true-to-life stuff. Like I said, it just feels like 97, 98 WCW without the bullshit, which is pretty cool. So, switching gears back to SmackDown, I guess since we basically covered everything else, what would you give SmackDown overall rating this week?
what would I give it this week? That triple threat match makes me want to put it pretty high.
Yeah.
I'll go 7.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree.
The rest of the show probably 5.56, but that triple threat match was great.
It was great. It was spectacular. I gave that match a 9.5. You know, I mean, I can't give it a full on 10, but I'll give it a 9.5. And that brought just the entire show to a different level. Because you're right, the rest of the show was probably a 5.5. You know, being generous. But that one fucking match changed the entire show. It was that good. So the question is for everyone out there, do you agree with our assessment? Are we completely off base on SmackDown? Let us know in the comments below. Anything that you want to talk about from the week that was in wrestling? Anything that happened on Raw or SmackDown that stood out to you? Any rumors you want to talk about? I was talking to you that time.
Oh, sorry. I was still looking at the roster here. No. No, I haven't seen any rumors. I was going to bring up Kali, but you already covered that.
Yeah,
so.
You know what? I want to get your opinion on that. What do you think of the Great Kali retiring?
I don't care.
It didn't even matter to you at all?
No, he's not on my TV. He's not on my TV, and he's not what he was back in 2007.
No. I have like the soft spot for Kali for some reason. I didn't mind him. I mean, I'm not like raging like I want Kali matches, but I didn't mind him. I didn't mind seeing him on my TV. He was just this big, goofy-looking guy, and I kind of liked that. He was a marvel. He was huge. He was gigantic and horrible all at the same time.
Just gigantically horrible.
Gigantically horrible. I tried to make a comparison of who I thought he most compared to, and I said he was not as bad as the Giant Gonzalez, but nowhere near as good as the Big Show.
You know? Oh yeah, nowhere close to Big Show.
Because Show sucks now, but he was quite awesome back in his heyday.
Yeah.
You know, and someone that might be a good comparison, and I'm gonna get fucking murdered for this. Kali might be a good comparison to Andre. And I say that because Andre, for most of his career, was billed as just a spectacle. You got to remember, he didn't lose a match for like 11 years, but he didn't hold the title. Yeah. He didn't need to hold the belt because just his presence, his girth, his massive humanity that he was enough. And it's kind of the same way with Kali, especially after they got him out of the title picture.
Kali did, he did win one world title.
Yeah, in a battle royal. Yeah, in a battle royal.
That's
one of the many Edge injuries, I believe. I don't know, but it's just I don't know. It's hard to place Kali. Obviously, he's not a Hall of Famer or anything like that.
Clearly, Big Show will be.
Big Show's a definite Hall of Famer. There's no question about that. Just for what he did in WCW alone. But he's definitely done enough in his WWE days to warrant a Hall. And he's a company man. You know, he's been there since, 99, 2000, and he's just been grinding
late 90s,
out for him. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's interesting. Oh, Brad Maddox also got released. I didn't cover that because he's fucking Brad Maddox. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, exactly.
The biggest thing Brad Maddox did was screw Ryback out of the title in Hell in a Cell against CM Punk.
Yeah. Yep.
I actually thought Brad Maddox was going to be something. I don't know why. You know why I thought it was? Because I was like, Brad Maddox, he plays being an idiot so well until I realized he wasn't playing. He wasn't acting. He's that horrible. Like Adamle. Like Mike Adamle. Everybody was like, oh, he plays his role. No, Mike Adamle was just terrible. It's just how he was. He couldn't talk. Can't speak at all. So, plugs. Who you want to plug? What's going on in your life that you want to tell all the children about, Mr. Huffman?
All right. Well, I got a YouTube channel myself, youtube.com/GrandSlam87. I upload mostly games, video games, and just talk about random stuff. I actually just threw up a video last night of Advanced Warfare where I got a little upset. I don't know if you... I don't know if you saw that, Dave.
Nah, yeah, I've seen your other fucking rampaging rants and raves, and they're quite
Yeah,
entertaining. I'll have to check that one
yeah,
out.
yeah. I'll definitely be making some more of those. But I also play MLB, NHL. Haven't touched Madden a lot lately. Also play some Battlefield. So if you guys want to add me on PlayStation as well, you could add me also at Grand Slam 87 is my PlayStation ID. And especially if you're decent at Call of Duty because my teams suck worse than the Buffalo Sabres. I'm tired of losing. I really am.
If you got some talent, fucking holla at Jeff Huffman because he needs a
It's
partner.
let me get this out there. When I go 24-3 in a team deathmatch of a score that goes to 75, when I go 24-3, we should not lose this game. We should not lose that.
I agree.
That's all.
When you're dominating the way that only you can,
right.
you should not be losing. I agree. So if you could help out Jeff,
God,
please help him out.
Now I'm angry.
Now I'm going to go punch a baby. Thanks a lot. My God. Yeah.
Also, my Twitter is also at Grand Slam 87. Everything's Grand Slam 87. Just search that. You'll find me.
You've got continuity. You're a smart man. Question: you brought up not playing Madden. Is it the same reason that I stopped playing Madden because I'm so
your Bears suck?
Well, yeah, the Bears. Shut up. That wasn't necessary. It's not like the Rams are world beaters right now. By the way.
No.
But football is horrible. The product is just not doing it for me, man. I can't. Well, I used to be the biggest football guy there was.
I still am, but like I don't feel motivated to play it.
I can't. I can't play it. I can't watch other games.
It also makes it harder to play when the Rams are losing.
It does
because that's the only team I use. That I only use the Rams.
Me too. I'm right with you. I only use the Bears. I only play as the Bears, and
besides, I get kind of an excuse when I lose online. Because it's like, hey, you beat the Rams, big deal. And if I win, it's like, you got beat by the Rams.
Yeah, there you go. It's like, see, you're smart. You got yourself in a position where, hey, I'm good either way. There's no hatred coming my way. So, yeah, I agree.
Defense is way too easy this year. Way too easy.
Yeah, it's just, you know what? Unbalanced is the word I would use for Madden. It just it doesn't have a good balance, and I'm just not.
I liked Madden 25 last year. I liked that one.
Yeah, it was, which was basically the same as the year before, but there was
the running game. The running game was a little too good, but you could shut it down if you knew how.
Yeah. I don't know. Madden's weird. I'm looking for a new baseball game on Xbox. That's what
MLB Oh, yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck with that. All about this right here. MLB The Show.
Fuck.
This is by far the best sports game.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
By far.
Wow, that's a pretty big fucking endorsement.
By far.
Wow. So, all right, other plugs. Make sure you check out all of our friends over at Shot from the Point. Jeff Huffman is there as well. He is the newsman for Shot from the Point Live, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sundays with the great Tommy C. and Jake Link. You can check me also out on Shot from the Point channel Monday through Thursday on In the Crease with Tommy C. Also, you can also see me. I'm using the word also a lot. You could see me on Mondays on the Joe Cronin Show on Spectrum Gaming 617 doing the Raw review. And I'm sure next week we'll be doing the Survivor Series review as well. So you have all these mediums to check us out at.
Quick question. Should I get the WWE Network the night of Survivor Series? Just so I can see it. Yeah.
It's free. Why don't you get it now? It's free. You can at least watch NXT. Fuck.
That's true.
NXT is worth it, man. I'd pay $10 a month just to watch NXT. It's that good. I love NXT. Maybe not $10 a month to watch NXT, but $10 a month for NXT and knowing I get the pay-per-view. That works for me.
Yeah.
Anybody who does not if you're not streaming illegally the pay-per-views and you're a big wrestling fan and you're still watching every week, if you don't have the network, you're fucking retarded. There's something wrong with you. There's no reason.
See, the big reason I don't have it is because I don't have the time right now.
Yeah, you don't feel like you'd be, but you'll make the time to at least watch the pay-per-view every month, right?
Yes.
That's worth it.
I would do.
It's worth it right there.
That's true.
I mean, the way I look at it, because if you want to watch the pay-per-view, you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay $40, $50, $60, whatever the fuck they charge.
Oh, no, never did.
I know. I
never.
know. It's kind of funny that that pay-per-view even exists because it seems like everybody steals it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? But, yeah, I think that's all the plugs. I think we got everything pretty well covered. Anything else you could think about?
No.
All right. Well, this wraps it up. What is this, episode 5?
Yeah, something like that.
I believe it is Between the Ropes, episode 5. That wraps it up. Thank you for joining us. Like, share, subscribe. All of my information is right over. No, it's right over. Oh, right there. There we go. All my information is right here. I was pointing in the wrong way. So, yeah, all the information to contact me on. Also, I hope you guys check out everything I've done this week. Creators Corner is up. Make sure you check that out. A lot of good things are coming your way with that. Other than that, I'm out. Peace out. Thanks for joining us. Talk to you soon, Jeff.
See ya.